Hello, my name is Jeff Franklin, and today I'd like to talk to you about Walnut Studiolo's Portage strap. The Portage strap is designed to help you carry your bike up and down stairs, like so. This is what you will see in the mail when your order arrives. The Portage strap with double-sided tape and a manila packet with needle, thread, and instructions. We're going to be installing this today on this vintage Raleigh. We'll go right about there. The standard size is designed for a 1 1/8 inch tube, which is what the seat tube is on this bike. But the top tube is a 1 inch diameter, so we had to make a special order, and you just want to be aware of that when you are purchasing. So let's get into the installation. The Portage strap gets stitched onto the top tube, like so, and the seat tube, like that. And you want to be aware that your cable housing is not running underneath or on the side of the top tube, because it could get in the way of the stitching. In this case, the cable housing is running on the top. What I'm going to do is simply move the housing out of the way while I stitch it on, and then we'll put everything back in place. So before installation, you want to make sure that your tubes are clean. Hot soapy water or rubbing alcohol will work great. Run it under the faucet. You can't get it too wet, and you'll feel it start to become more elastic, stretchier. And then as it dries, it will keep the shape of the tube, just like that. Okay, now that it's wet, you want to make sure you know exactly where the Portage strap is going to go, how it's going to fit, and then remove the double-sided tape. You want to make sure that you get the Portage strap centered on the tube before you start stitching, just like so. The thread that's included is more than you're going to need. You're going to want to cut it in half before you do each side. The Portage strap has been attached to the top tube with double-sided tape, and now we're going to get started stitching. You want to open up this first hole a little bit, and we're going out the first hole. Make sure to keep track of that end. We'll tie that off later, and we're going through the first set twice. Just like that. So that's how we get it started. And then you just go in each side. Continue just like that. We'll just continue this stitch pattern until we reach the end. Once you've reached the end, we're going to go through the last holes twice, just like we did on the first, and this will help, it looks nice, and it also locks it in. It's a bit more secure. So the same pattern, we come out and around, just like that. You can see we have the opportunity to straighten it up just a little bit, make sure the sides are even, and we'll come back and tighten it up. I like to use this needle here, pull a little bit of thread through, and then we'll just go through and tighten up each one of these stitch holes. So the first one, lock it down, and you can see how if it's a little bit looser, it makes it a tad easier, but you'll feel this heavy sailmaker's thread really lock into position. We've gone through and tightened up all the stitches, and now we're ready to tie a knot off on each end. We went around the first hole twice, and we're just going to come through that double, and we're going to go through the hole here twice and pull that tight. And then coming through the underneath side, try and find one of those stitching holes. And it will tuck our knot in underneath. Trim the thread with some scissors, and we're going to tie the same knot on the other end. And we will repeat the same process on the seat tube. Reinstall the brake cable and housing over the top of the Portage strap. And that is Walnut Studiolo's Portage strap. Thank you very much for your time. We'd love to see pictures of your installations. You can find us at Facebook and Twitter and walnutstudiolo.com. Thank you.